Entrepreneurship is hard. When I look at someone and I talk to them about why do you want to start up, my problem is that I know that through this journey, if you really go through it, all of these reasons will become byproducts, if at all. And all of these reasons get washed away so quick, so fast that you don't want to be your own. क्या किया उसने? इधर से खरीदा, उसको पैकेज किया, उसको बेचा, आज 100 crore की revenue है. That if somebody looks at it so simplistically and takes inspiration, imagine what kind of bad ride they're going to go through. Because reality is going to slap them every day of the year. Entrepreneurship is hard, and it is hard not only for things that appear hard, like for example, a commoner, a pedestrian, or if I put a better word here, I think anybody who is not an entrepreneur looks at entrepreneurs and agrees with the struggles they have had or they're having, right? You see all these videos online, you see all these stories, right? But the fact is that entrepreneurship is so hard, not because of the problems that appear hard, which public can, or which outsiders of your world can agree with. Entrepreneurship is hard because the inward journey is extremely hard. What is visible at any given point in time as an entrepreneur around you, and people call it, I can see what you're going through. Fact is, what you're going through inside you is actually 100x hard, because you're balancing your emotions, you're trying to be, you're worried, you're ecstatic, you're happy, you're sad, all at once. And you need to keep switching in these emotions. If you had asked me this question 10 years back or 15 years back, I don't know if I had an answer or not. I think anybody who raised her hand and said, I am an entrepreneur, I want to be an entrepreneur, I would have said, oh, this is great. I mean, my judgment of you is, going positive for this direction just because you raised your hand, just because you said, you showed the courage to be there. Today, after these many years, I think when I look at someone and I talk to them about why do you want to start up, or why are you, trying to run this, or why did you start up? Why are you doing this to yourself? Actually, us question mein why you are doing this, mein yourself is silent. And if I get an answer which says, I want to be my own boss. If I get an answer, oh, I was really frustrated in that job. Oh, because I cannot work under someone. Oh, because I just wanted to build. I just wanted to create. And God forbid, we do get these answers where I wanted to create wealth. I wanted to, retire young. I wanted to retire early. I wanted to raise funds. मेरे बाजू वाला वो लड़का मेरे बाजू में बैठता था, हाँ, और उसने इतने फंड रेज कर लिए और अभी उसकी वैल्यूएशन बिलियन हो गई है. That's my first hint that you're probably an imposter, because not because you may not have the skill. There is no hard judgment on the skill, because your reasons. And also not because your reasons are wrong. Actually, your reasons are right. See, if anybody wants to be an entrepreneur because they want to be rich, I mean, if you think about it, it's not a bad idea in theory. My problem is that I know that through this journey, if you really go through it, all of these reasons will become byproducts, if at all. And all of these reasons get washed away so quick, so fast, that you don't want to be your own boss. Every entrepreneur, I can guarantee, and I can bet, every entrepreneur, after a few years, if you ask them candidly, somewhere deep inside, they just want कि यार कोई मेरे को ना बता दो क्या करना है, मैं वो कर लूँगा. मेरे को exactly बता दे step by step कैसे करना है. Right? So that's why these, all of us, we go out, find mentors, and we look for mentors in our circle, in our in our peer group, people who are ahead of us, people who are, adjacent to us. So that's my first hint, that what are your reasons to start, being an entrepreneur. I think the second piece is when I find people not valuing somebody's work because it looks simplistic from outside. I'll give you an example. क्या किया उसने? इधर से खरीदा, उसको पैकेज किया, उसको बेचा, आज 100 crore की रेवेन्यू है. Like really, this is not how it works. It looks like that, right? This is I have had people, and very well-meaning people. They were not trying to pull a jibe on me. They actually were very, very well-intentioned, and in their own world, they were giving me a compliment. They said, "आपका सही है यार. आपने ना timely रेस्टोरेंट का सॉफ्टवेयर बना लिया, एंड तब तो कोई सोचता भी नहीं था ये. आपने बड़ा सही आइडिया निकाला, एंड सब जगह लगा दिया. अब तो so they justified by saying कि आपका first mover advantage था और कुछ था." And I actually don't find this offensive at all. Like, I never counter this. I find it amusing. Amusing because how simplistic it looks from outside. और वो गलत नहीं कह रहा है, वो सही कह रहा है, उसको उतना ही दिख रहा है. बट अगर कोई इतना सा देख के इंस्पिरेशन ले ले और इस वजह से स्टार्ट कर दे, तो मुझे लगता है कि ओ माय गॉड, तेरे साथ बहुत बुरा होने वाला है दोस्त. This is going to be very, very tough. Because सच ये है कि when we started, there were softwares in the world. There was enough competition. There were enough companies who our prospects used to ask us that how will you battle them? In fact, market was so crowded that, one unicorn founder in those days told me that his exact words are, "I'm categorically negative on this business. If I were you, I will never do this." And he said this to me when we were like this tiny. Technically, I could have taken a U-turn or a detour. Could have. वो सब सुनना, और अगर मुझे आके कोई आज बोले कि अरे आप तो वर्जिन ग्राउंड में आए थे अकेले और सब हो गया, I don't find it bad because I don't need to prove that. But I find it bad because I actually wonder that if somebody looks at it so simplistically and takes inspiration, imagine what kind of bad ride they're going to go through. Because reality is going to slap them every day of the year. And it will slap you even if you had your reasons right. Just that if you have your reasons right, you will also have the courage and conviction to go through it. If your reasons were to be your own boss, if your reasons were because बाजू वाले का चल गया था तो मेरा भी चल जाएगा, very, very high chance. In fact, I'm 100% sure that you will lose your steam like this quick. So for me, all those are imposters. Some of them are willing imposters who want to call themselves entrepreneurs and look cool. Agenda, or maybe they just want to look cool. And I don't find the idea wrong. There are multiple ways to look cool. They picked, one. But I do find the repercussions, quite unbearable. So मुझे actually ऐसा लगता है किसी imposter को देख के कि अरे मर जाएगा रा मर जाएगा रे तू. तो it's a problem.